Alright, so here is part 2 of things I wish I knew sooner before playing Content Warning. There are some pretty big things in this one that I think are super important that I learned over the past few days, so pay close attention to them. Firstly, I would like to thank the community for their awesome support on these recent videos. Thank you for every sib? Thank you for every sub, like, share, comment, and feedback on my edits. I'm still new to this, so all of that is helpful. So all of this is highly appreciated. If we can get to 1,000 subs, that would be amazing. Don't forget, I also stream on Twitch almost every day, and we have our own Discord as well. Links are in the description, so please feel free to go check them out. Right, now that we have that out the way, let's get to it. Number 1. Did you know that you can throw objects too? So by default, the drop keybind is Q, but if you actually hold down Q, you will notice that your character starts to shake more aggressively over time. Once you let go, the item will be thrown across the room. Now this may seem not a big deal, but it actually is a super important mechanic when dealing with monsters and items. However, I won't go into too much about the monsters yet, because I want to save that for an entirely different video. Number 2, bones. Now you're going to notice there's various different bones littered throughout the game in the old world. Also, thank you for letting me know the correct name for this area below us where we actually explore. I used to call it depths, but you guys mentioned it's the old world. So I didn't think much of this until yesterday. We noticed that the monsters were spawning less recently, and we thought maybe it was something to do with the patch, or it could be something else. However, we soon realized that if you actually started picking up the bones, there is a chance that monsters will actually spawn up because of this interaction. There is a clue in the game that actually tells you this exact thing, but I'll come back to that clue later. Number 3. Machines and lasers. Honestly, I don't even think this is needed in the list at all, but just in case, you know, there might be that one person. So you're gonna encounter these machines and lasers. From what we know so far, I don't think there's a way to turn them off, but if there is, you can let me know in the comments. Unfortunately, there will be no sharks with freaking laser beams, so sorry to disappoint you in that. Lasers will instantly cap your butt, and you're gonna be out of the game. Unless your teammates have a defib, so be very, very careful around them. They also don't work on monsters, so monsters can do whatever they want through the lasers, and they're not gonna like get hurt or anything. So we tried this as well. It doesn't work. In the end, we just got hurt. So just keep that in mind. Machines, on the other hand, they won't instantly kill you. However, they'll take you for a joyride, do some damage. So yeah, they're fun. Number 4, throwable taser. So basically, now that we know we can throw objects at a great distance, your next step is to become like Zeus. Turn on the cattle prod and throw it at your target or friend at a great distance, and it will just stun them. If it's at a friend, they won't know who did it. So there is that, and yes, you can stun yourself. Just be careful retrieving it if you are doing it to monsters, because it doesn't stun them for a very long time. So just be mindful of that. One other thing, I think this is a bug. I don't really want to, wasn't really sure to mention it or not, but for now, if you swap out your items or scroll through your inventory, so let's say you stun something, scroll through your inventory and get back on the cattle prod, and you can basically stun them again. However, if you're only holding the cattle prod and you stun a target and then you try to stun them again without like cycling through your inventory, it will not stun them. You'll have to wait a brief period of time. I'm sure this is a bug and it's not supposed to work like this because it just doesn't make any sense. But for now, you can do this. Alright, number 5, the comments. This one is kind of a big deal. So I'm referring to the comments you get when the audience views your footage. So this is right towards the end, you know, when you put the DVD in, you get the reactions. Now, some of the comments are pretty funny. I hope they continue to expand on this. So the comments not only react to what they see, but they also give you hints on what you should be doing. For example, you may get a hint like, don't pick up bones, or what would happen if you picked up the bones. I can't remember the exact message, but it was something along those lines. Someone in the comments also mentioned, I wonder what would happen if you throw a bone to the sentry dog with a turret. Now, I haven't tried this yet, but it is on my list. Now, I know there are tons more out there, so keep an eye on those reactions to get a few more hints. I think this is probably the most important tip out of the lot. Alright, that's a wrap. Thank you again so much. If you can leave a sub to the channel and smashing that like button, that would be great. Thank you and take care until I see you in the next one.